them all around Geelong.
Comes to Brown, little give out there to Dean Muir. He's a man who's kept his jumper very clean. Comes to Hamer. Comes out wide to Cations it was, as the phone rings for that finally Winchelsea score. Comes off hands and a mark is taken out there by a man who looks horribly like Clayton Trotter in a long sleeve jumper, doesn't he?
He does.
But it's actually Nathan Kenyon.
It'll be Kenyon, yeah.
So Nathan Kenyon, an opportunity to score very early for Inverleigh, which is what they needed. They needed a couple before the end of that quarter. So Kenyon comes in directly in front. Will kick from about 40 metres from goal. It would be a good kick. He started it out the right side. Is it going to make the distance? No, it's going to come off hands. Minor score to the Inverleigh side. They will go to 1-7. And what's the day? I love North Geelong. It must be my problem. Ball comes back in. Comes off hands. Michael Jennings takes the mark. Half-back flank. Brings it straight out in front of the scoreboard. And that's where it will go. Oh, no. Takes a left-hand bounce. Comes back in. Beats Primke. Comes off hands there. Going around the corner is Brenton Gillett. He'll bring the ball back in. But it is intercepted by Bowman. Bowman now kicks the ball long. Comes up wide looking for somebody. It's in the hands of Luke Parker. And he will get the free kick for holding. No, he won't. He gave away a free kick, apparently, and did not see that one, and Varsons is the one who's going to come up with the kick. So Varsons kicks the ball back. Oh, mark over the back nearly came to ground, but it was Primke again. Primke off hands to Jennings. Comes back to Primke, trying to find a way forward. Gets to Ricky O'Toole. He will deliver the ball to the half-forward flank, looking for and finding. Great mark by Julian Carr. And commentary. Carr comes into the forward line, and the mark will be taken by Josh Bowman. Bowman wheels around in front of the cricket nets, bends the ball back all the way, but can't get there, and Brett Ling for Inverleigh will mark in the last line of defence. Little give round the back corner there, and it comes to Grozdanovsky. He'll bring the ball out onto the clubroom side of the ground, but the mark will be taken out there by Johnson, I think it might have been. He runs off, kicks straight away, heading in forward again. Pack of players form over the back. Ling gets a punch to it. Sponner off the ground for East Geelong, can't get it away. Snap off the ground. That was Luke Parker, and he will score a minor score.
They look like they're going to dominate East, I think, as Brett Ling comes in. Kicks another little short pass, and this time it finds its mark as the Inverleigh defence kick out of it towards the wing position. Beautiful mark taken out there. Can't see who that is at the moment, but he puts it up towards the half-forward flank, and it's over there to... I think Bremner it was. Over it comes down to the wing position, and the half-forward now, East... Inverleigh trying to get it forward. They scramble it, kick forward, but it goes over the line and out of the pass to hit it forward on the chest. As they come in now, ball's thrown back in. Picked up by Johnson. I think this might be Bowman. Puts it out towards the back pocket. He's headed for the boundary line. Throws it in. Bolton probably gets a fingertip to it. Goes to Mawson. He picks up. That's his 500th kick, but it's a mark down here to... Carr gets it on to, I think that's Dylan O'Toole. Dylan O'Toole puts it into the forward line. No marks are taken. Bowman picks it up. Wheels onto the left boot. He sees about 7 blokes in a row. And Dylan O'Toole has run onto it. Got the kick in the first place. Run on and got another one. And he'll take a shot for goal now about 40 metres out. Almost directly in front. They've had trouble kicking these today. So young Dylan O'Toole's got the chance to put one on the board for East. Here he comes. He's lining them up now. He's taking plenty of time. In he comes now. Going to kick with the right foot. Puts the boot into it. It's a lovely looking kick, but it's going to just drift off at the last minute.
And Zach Eccleton looks like he has relieved Brett Ling of the kicking in duties, and rightfully so, you would say. But he still has real no options. That forward press is on again by East Geelong. He's going to go straight up the middle into the corridor. Umpire McMaster's got to get himself out of the way at a great rate of knots, and then he's picked a free as his back was turned. So and the ball will come. I think they might have been to Grozdanovsky. Horrible kick though, and Primke will mark it right in the glue pot in the centre of the ground. Pushes back Primke. Every run a game he has is going to be better for East Geelong. He comes out to be sparring partner in O'Toole, Ricky. He gives a little chip forward, and he will find Dylan O'Toole. O'Toole to O'Toole. He's on the half-forward.
Back to O'Toole.
Gives it back to Ricky O'Toole, and a little chip pass in. 3-on-1. Sponner was in all sorts of trouble there. Rickett wasn't probably your best option going forward. Comes off hands. That might have been Bremner that got the ball forward. Looking for and finding Adam Muir. Adam Muir says, what are you going to do? Oh, yes, that's for a young fella. He's dragged him forward beautifully. And sucked him Muir now with a 50. Sucked his opposition player in beautifully into crossing the mark. In he comes now. Oh, it goes across the ground with a chip kick to young Grubby in Billy Cations.
And he's going to kick from almost as far out.
Oh, he's probably got about 5 metre advantage. Probably the better wind side of the ground, I would think.
What's a bloke on the mark supposed to do when it looks like he's going to play on?
That's a difficult one, isn't it? So Cations comes in now from 45, puts the boot forward. Probably not going to quite make the distance. Comes off hands over the top, and that is another minor score to the Inverleigh.
He's had plenty of the ball today, kicks it to himself, and off he goes. Puts it up towards the half-back flank. Going to be a contest here. Ricky O'Toole's given a bit of a nudge, and he's been paid against him too. Probably use the arms, the hands in the back rule. I think that's Brown. Mud all over him, but we'll say it's Brown. Yes, it is, as he comes in, puts it up towards the full forward position, looking for a big mark, but there's players everywhere, and Chalice gets a nice little handball. Oh, he's almost caught. Back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain comes out now to Johnson again. He's put it back. Sorry, that's Johnson now. Johnson gets up very quickly, gets the right boot into it, puts it up towards the wing position, where almost a good mark is taken by McHenry. Couldn't quite hold it. Dylan O'Toole pounces on it, gets a long handball out towards the wing. It's picked up there by Parker. Parker now gets over to, I think that's Johnson, or might have been Parker again. Back to Bolton coming through the middle. Bolton puts the boot into it, dives it up and towards the forward line, hoping for another big mark. Spotter over the back, check side, and goals it. What a magnificent bit of play by Spotter.
I hate to tell you what, it was Joshua leading ball back in the middle. Up they go on. No one has to contest in the middle there. Comes off hands into Kenry. I think we'll get the race of that ball. Picked up on the outer side there by Holly, and again back on the ground probably for the second time to go. I think the second time we've called him. Comes to Gillett, and Gillett's kick, not a great one, and it comes to Williamson. He's played well in defence for East Geelong. Ball gets away now, comes to Alan Johnson, who's working off half back now. Little kick off the ground there by McHenry it was. Goes straight up in the air, and he has to rove his own ball almost. Big pack of players fall on the half forward flank. Umpire
in a row.
They've played 4 in a row. Exactly, that's the case. So Inverleigh will get the ball, bring it out to the scoreboard side of the ground, puts O'Toole under pressure. Whistle on play.
Something's happened behind the play.
On play, I think. Not quite sure what might have happened there. I reckon it might have been Luke Parker's given a little one away. The ball is not going to go to Brown. It looks like it's going to go to Dean. No, it's Adam Muir.
I'm not quite sure how they could possibly get 50 metres out of that. It's down the ground for a late one, but no way could they be a 50-metre penalty.
Regardless, Adam Muir kicking from a little bit shorter than where he did before. This time he will have a go at the goals. He's put the kick through that. It's going long again. It's not going to quite make the distance. Ansell can't take the mark. Comes off hands, falls into the square. Pack of players forms there. Hamer was underneath the ball there. Comes out. Muir's got an opportunity to lay a tackle there, Ken. But comes out to O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole brings the ball out wide, and we'll find Drew Hollian. Hollian goes back to O'Toole, who follows up with a mark. Kick goes forward there, looking for Bowman. He gets the ball. Good handball back in. I know it was just a little bit wide to bring the ball back in. I know that face. In it comes. Bolton will get the ball away. Comes to Primke. Breaks the tackle. Comes forward. Muir tries to get across but can't. Comes around the outer side of the ground there. And it was shot in again. Good little throw as in it comes. Bolton wins the tab out. Goes to Holly in. He gets a quick left foot. Goes towards the boundary line. Or kick off the ground by the Inverleigh defences. Out there comes, I think it was Wise. Puts it up the boards now and it goes out towards Garrard. Garrard, he gives it on to Muir, is it? Puts it in the right boot into it. He's looking up here. There's East Geelong players. Nearly a good mark there. Matter of fact, it is a good mark to Ansell. Playing right up the ground. It's paid by the umpire. On the wing position now. Puts it up towards their forward line. But a good mark in defence there by East Geelong in the form of, I think it was Bowman again. Too high. Big high tackle. And I think it was Mawson that got hit high. No,
maybe not. It's Josh Bowman, the other Bowman, and he gets up pretty gingerly, has a look around. There's a couple of loose players. He decides to go long instead, puts the left boot into it. All up they go. It's a bit of a push. Play on's the call. Out they come. I think it's
Mawson taking on
through the head back there, but an umpire didn't fall for that, and the Inverleigh defence come out again. They're playing pretty good football down there. They're keeping them at bay. Is that all? Who's that?
Hamer with
Hamer. Out he comes now along the wing, puts it towards a half forward flank position, and a good diving mark there taken. Off they go again. Muir left foots it. He's looking for Kenyon up there in the forward line. Can't take the mark. It's punched away to Cations. Billy Cations can't pick it up. He taps it in front of him. Get it off, son. He can't quite pick it up, and the defence come out to meet him. Doesn't cop a high one. Try to stage look at the other end of the ground, and there it comes to Ricky O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole now. He gives it to Johnson. Johnson runs in towards the middle of the ground. Nice little handball over to Chalice. Makes him run though. Chalice gets it over towards Bowman. Bowman will go onto his left. He does so. He's looking up forward. Almost a good mark, but out comes Ling. Gets a handball across. And the defence again hold up for Inverleigh. They're working overtime down there. Get themselves in a bit of trouble. Almost an interception, but the ball comes out towards the half-back flank. And it's picked up there by Hickleton, I think it was. Goes to Bowman, no, takes it off him. Gets on the left and swings it around for a beautiful goal. What a magnificent goal to bet with Chalice.
Back in the middle they go. McHenry probably got the best of that one down, but it comes down in the East Geelong advantage. Oh, good work there by Brown. Bustles through, but tackled just as he got rid of the ball, or possibly taken high. There was Toby Stewart, but Inverleigh will get the ball forward, and a mark will be taken by Adam Muir, who, has he done an ankle? No, just tripped over his own feet. So Adam Muir is going to have his third shot in the space of about 10 minutes, and he hasn't been able to make the distance, but he's only kicking from about 30 metres out this time. 45-degree angle, Adam Muir. Really needs to put this one on the board. Not so much for any sort of hope, but to get a bit of respectability back into this Inverleigh score. So Adam Muir approaches, kicks through the ball. Oh, it's not a good kick. It's a floating punt kick, but it's come off hands. Hasn't even made the distance again. Comes off hands, snap off the ground there by the Inverleigh player. Again, won't make the distance. No 10, I would think. Oh, he's paid the mark. Not going to buy any land off that gentleman. Out there, comes out from East Geelong to the outer side of the ground. It'll be in the form of Michael Davis. Gets off hands, goes around wider then and finds Stewart. Stewart takes the ball up wide and finds Sponner. He's racing all over the ground. He's coming a fair bit of ground, played fairly well today. Comes off hands, Hamer for Inverleigh. He'll bring the ball back in over the top. Brave by Inverleigh but couldn't get there. O'Toole comes inbound to Sponner. Off hands into Braden Sponner. Sponner to Sponner once again a couple of times. That's happened today. Over the top, too long for Bowman. Comes off hands the Drew Holly and running for the ball. Comes to Josh Bowman. Gets a little bit of space. Goes back around. Comes over the top back to Holly and he's going to snap over the shoulder. It's going to turn too far and Zach Hickleton will take the mark. Oh, silly handball. Hickleton over the top but the Ling, but it's going to come off. Ling gets the ball away and it will come out there to Thomas, was it? That's what's occurred. And I think, yeah, that's what's occurred. Umpire McMaster's going to restart play right in front of the Inverleigh coach's box. Yes, yep. He is. So up we go again. Up goes Bolton. No one really got the benefit of that. Came down to Bolton's feet and they all dive on the ball. Inverleigh player, I think it might have been Garrard, came out with the ball. And I think he might have got one in the back. No? No. Oh, yes, no.
He's
Backer's got the ball now. I would think on the outer side of the ground. Looking for somewhere to go. Again, bottled up by this East Geelong press. Heads down the home side wing. Over the top, the back there was Primke, but it's come off hands to Inverleigh. They'll knock the ball forward. McHenry, he's got a bit of a clear run here. Oh, he's going to be run down if he's not careful. He gets the ball away. It's a good solid lead.
Could be a free.
And that will be a free, and that is a free kick, I reckon, to
Kenyon.
Nathan, is it?
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it is Nathan. The boy that does look like Clayton Trotter. He's the new Clayton Trotter. He's got the long sleeve jumper on.
I'll tell you what, they moved that ball quickly through midfield, didn't they?
When they move it well, and they've only done it 3 or 4 times, when they do it, they look so much better for it.
It's hard for someone like Chamberlain to defend when it's just coming straight at Kenyon like that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Nathan Kenyon from as good as 50 on the arc he is. Sends the ball too close to the man on the mark. Too close to the man on the mark and was smothered. In there was Bremner. He can't get around his hobby. He turns circles, tries to find Hamer, but can't do it. Intercepted. Comes back to O'Toole. He's going to put East Geelong back into attack. Sends it forward. Carr can't get the ball. Dean Muir, he will pick up. Centre of the ground. Oh, a little chip. Gee, their disposal's been poor at times today, Inverleigh. And it'll be Primke who cleans up. Oh, O'Toole, I think it might have been taken very high. No, it was not. It was Toby Stewart again. He was taken high, gets the free kick. He will find Carr, who does a great little juggling effort at centre half forward and comes up with the mark. Millard, he can be a tired boy at the end of this day, I think. He goes out wide, the kick wasn't great, and the mark will be taken out there for Inverleigh by Brenton Gillett. He will come back into Millard and he will mark at the true centre half back position for Inverleigh. Chips in, finds young Grubby's boy in Billy. Cations that would be, sends the ball out wide. Looking for a one-on-one contest and a good mark out there to Seed, I reckon that might have been. I don't care if you've only met him once. He's your boy now. So Seed sends the ball long into attack. Looking for the ball over the back was Kenyon. Can't do the work. Varsons lays a tackle on O'Toole. Ricky with the ball. He'll bring it out wide. Comes to Johnson. 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Brings it straight out in front of the commentary position, which we like that. And umpire Charlie Irwin. It's like a cricket reunion.
For him to get there, there's only about 3 at the contest for about 3 minutes. As Big Millard probably gets the best of that tap out, goes down to Gillett. He's going nowhere. He's picked up and a ruck contest to go up in. He does that and probably loses the tap out that time to Millard. Millard does his own roving, gets a boot to the ball. Luckily, it goes to Hickleton. Hickleton doesn't look well to me still. Handballs it across. It comes out of defence now over to Billy Cations. Billy Cations steadies, now moves around onto the right boot. Kicks it out towards the wing half forward area. Almost a beautiful big screamer, but they're no good today. Stewart picks up the ball. He's looking over there for, I think it's Sponner again. Sponner picks it up now. Oh, he's got an open run in front of him. He puts the left boot into it. He's looking for a teammate there, but can't find him because Millard cuts across. He's done a power of work, Big Millard. And out they come again, Inverleigh. They're really trying hard down there. And a nice little mark out there to Hamer. Former Victoria, Rupert Hamer. And there's a free kick now. It'll be picked out to go to Inverleigh as away they go. Out towards the wing position, half forward flank. I don't know who that was, but he's not going anywhere. And a fierce tackle by the East Geelong defence. And umpire McMaster's the ball up. Up they go. Bolton pushes his opponent out of the way, but they said that's okay. Comes down. No one can pick it up. Goes to Stewart again. Stewart's been pretty good this quarter. Gets a handball out to Mawson. Mawson left boots it up towards the half-forward flag. He was looking for Bowman, but it went over his head. 3 or 4 Inverleigh players. Millard gets to the ball. It might have been Hickleton, sorry. Gets the ball over now. Oh, he's playing a bit of cat and mouse, this boy, but he gets around. No, he doesn't. Great tackle, and he's been caught hold of the ball.
That was Zach.
Zach Hickleton probably held on to it a little bit longer. I thought he got the handball. Nice pass, comes out to Johnson. Has drifted down from the back line and bangs through another one for the East Geelong foot.
Back in the middle of the ground we go. Up they go. Oh, there's going to be some tired boys coming out of the middle there. Millard gets up and does some good work again. Gets the ball to Dean Muir. He'll send the ball out wide. I think out there might be one of the Gillets. We'll pick that ball up, comes off hands. Tackle there, Varsons. But Primke does the work, and we'll pick up there for East Geelong and comes off hands. Brown in the middle there for Inverleigh, and we'll draw a free kick. Reece Brown, some bullocking work in and under, and gets the opportunity. Kicks the ball out wide and finds a little lead, and finds Brenton Gillett out there. He'll get a kick forward looking for Kenyon. Kenyon picks the ball up one-handed, good work, gets it away. Under great pressure, 3-on-1 here. Gillett's got the job in front of him, particularly when it's Chalice with the ball. He'll get the better of it and goes over the top. Good work there by McHenry. I think the ball might have been out there. Young Mackenzie, Buchanan and Chalice with the ball. 3 bounces. 4 bounces as he runs up the wing. Make it 5 bounces, and we'll all be there for the auction. Goes long and forward looking for Carr.
Jeez,
Can't find that. Cannot find it whatsoever, and finds Grozdanovsky, in fact. He'll get the ball away and come inbound to McHenry. Again, true centre-half back position. Will drive it through to centre-half forward. A little bit long for everybody. Mark should have been taken there by the Inverleigh player. Comes off hands, tries to bustle it away. You are gone, sunshine. And that would be Lockie Perrott, I think that had the ball and could not do enough with it. Bring the ball back on this side of the ground and find Johnson. Comes over the top to Davis. Could be a little bit of pressure born, but he gets the ball away nicely. Looking for Josh Bowman. The Astic signal though. Back in the ball comes with the boundary umpire. A bit of a flat throw. That one comes to O'Toole. He roves it well. Gets a little chip away. Little handball to Dylan O'Toole. Goes in. Can be a one-handed mark by Carr. He can't pull it off. It's still in East Geelong's paddock though. Picked up by Chalice. Always dangerous in front of goal. Chalice will kick his first. And East... Back in the middle we go. Bolton will get the best of that one down. Comes to O'Toole. Ricky gets it to O'Toole. Dylan smothered though as he kicked the ball away. Came in through hard. Was the Inverleigh player in Perrott, I think it might have been. Underneath it all is Varsons. Who's going to get the ball out? They fall on the ball. Comes out to East Geelong. Again out the back was O'Toole. He's almost playing a quarterback role, which is fantastic to Johnson. He'll get the kick away going forward, but leading in the race for the ball. I should have marked that. Was McHenry. That was poor by the Inverleigh player. Comes off hands, players fall on the ball. Underneath all of that, I think might have been Thomas. Can't get the ball away, comes off hands. Kick forward to East Geelong's advantage. Primke's underneath it. Good work there over the back though by Bremner, who does some solid work. Sponner comes up with the ball though at the 50-metre arc. Goes backward to inside 50. Over the top came the Inverleigh player, was Perrott, but he comes up with it. Was it Sponner? Was it Sponner? Was it Braden Sponner came up with the ball? Good pick up there. Comes around the back line there, and it'll be Grozdanovsky to relieve to the outer side of the ground here, and come then to Gillett. Gillett with the ball right in front of the cricket nets, the Geelong City cricket nets. Made a couple of big signings. Across the ground we go. Oh, I'm doing cricket commentary apparently, Cal, so I may as well get right into it.
Why not?
Across the ground to Hickleton, they up the club room side wing, and a mark will be taken there in defence by Primke. A lot of poor kicking has gone on in terms of delivery today. Strong mark by Josh Bowman. The opposition player is standing right on the 50-metre arc, so it'll take a good kick from there. And that's not the kick we're looking for, but it was a flat punt, and that's gone over the top. And I reckon that is a mark to, is that Carr?
Yep.
A mark to Carr. That is possibly one of the worst kicks forward you've ever seen in your life.
Absolute floater.
And it has landed flat in Julian Carr's hands.
It's a difficult mark to take. The ball
It's done well.
is spinning, I can tell you that.
He's done exceptionally well to mark it. The Julian Carr will not miss this. I know I called that before when we were 4 metres from goal.
Not this time.
But he is directly in front, and through it goes, up Richmond Crescent. And that is Julian Carr's first minutes gone. So at that juncture, 3/4 time, 11-14 East Geelong, 1 goal, 8 Inverleigh. Goal kickers, Jesse Moore. And away we go. So for the last 25 to 30 minutes of football, getting a little bit dark here too at East Geelong, and up it goes. Bowman gets that one down and comes to Ricky O'Toole, who was immediately wrapped up. Still manages to get the ball out though. Gee, he's good at that in and under play. Comes to Mawson, who was probably a little bit quiet in that third quarter, but he's going to get 2 touches in about 2 seconds here in the last quarter. Over the top it goes now. Comes forward. Mawson it is. Gets a little give by hand out there to Stewart. He goes backwards and finds Bowman, who will go even further backwards and will find Chalice. No, it's not. It is Braden Sponner. They've got a little bit of a similar haircut going there, and he'll back up his own work. Sponner can't get the ball. Picks up there by Bowman again. Benjamin. He'll come over the top. Inverleigh seem to be a little bit more hard at the ball and applying a little bit more pressure than they were in that third quarter. As that Hickleton, who has moved forward into a tackle, Millard there, but the ball will come forward, and
Marked by Chamberlain.
Chamberlain will mark the ball, and he will give it to Mawson, who is deep in the back pocket. Come out, horrible kick, comes out the front of the commentary position to Gillett. Gillett's kick equally terrible, cleaned up there by Sponner again. Comes back, their disposal has just been awful today, Inverleigh. Brown got away with that. Brown just footy oval. In comes the ball. Millard over the back, gets the ball knocked forward. Plenty of room to give the ball back in, the young fella. Comes over the top. Bolton will get that one down, roved though by Bremner. Probably tripped to jump off hand, something shocking. But it's a trip all the same. Yep. Comes to Mawson, goes out wide. Muir can't take that ball. Leading in the race for the ball out there, I think, was Neville, wasn't it? No, I think it might have been Neville in the first instance that I was looking for the call, but comes over the top. Hamer couldn't get the ball. Round the back now come East Geelong, heading out wide. Intercepted though and taken down. Oh, strong tackle. Umpire says throw it in.
Fair enough.
And gingerly getting to his feet there was Lockie Seed, I think it might have been. So boundary umpire will bring the ball back in right in front of the interchange gates, out of side or clubroom side of the ground from our commentary position here today. Ball picked up, Varson's in underneath that. It's getting hard to read some of these numbers with the mud that's forward on their back. Over the top, too long for Millard. He couldn't get to the ball, so East Geelong will go back into attack. It's Varson's leading in the race. Oh, skates through the middle of the ground. Comes over the top was O'Toole. Comes in there was Gillett. He'll get the ball away. Brown over the top. Oh, out-bodied. No, he wasn't out-bodied. Ricky's not happy about that one whatsoever.
Give it back or you'll get 50.
I thought he was out-bodied by O'Toole then, but Brown has drawn the free kick for in the back. He will kick the ball forward looking for Millard, and Millard nearly takes his own player out and will go for goal. He will be kicking from probably just on 50 where we release the ball, and we reckon the wind favouring one end, Cal?
It's definitely favouring the
eastern end?
Eastern end.
You can't put on radio, so yeah, the eastern end.
Left side of your door.
That doesn't work on radio either. Millard will kick the ball from 40, so he's going to be kicking into that breeze. Sends it on its way. It's a good kick. I don't think it's going to make the distance. They fly over the top, and it will run out of bounds in that.
As in comes the ball now. It took a long time to get it in. Millard gets a bit of a nice tap over the back. It's picked up there by Bremner, I think it might have been, but it's punched away on the goal line. It comes out towards Ricky O'Toole. He gives a handball back. Might be Chamberlain out there in the mud. Comes out towards the wing position. The ball's going to beat Orleans. He does that. Gets up in towards the contests. But Bolton was too good. But it taps Shark beautifully there by Seed. He gives it over. Can't see where it's coming from now. Gets put up towards the forward pocket. They're in the van here at the moment, Inverleigh. No one can pick it up. It's boost out of the pack up towards, I think that's Holian now. Takes a bounce, he can bounce it out on there, and he takes a second bounce. Have a third one, son. Oh, he's nearly fumbled it up. Oh, he got it. Goes to Mawson, he gets onto the left boot, he sticks it high in the air, there's no one forthcoming, out it comes now, the defence is in the way with Ling, he's deliberately put it out towards the boundary line, and the umpire will say, deliberate, he has. He's deliberately put it over the boundary line.
Lingy hasn't had a good day, but that was actually McHenry who had the ball.
Free kick will go to Jennings. Jennings pops it in there, looking for Spotter. I think it was. He can't take it now. There's a pack forms, or they could pull a free kick out.
What's only he's playing like? He looks like that.
Millard gets the tap out. No one can pick it up. There's another big pack forms. The umpire's got to get in and ball this up, and he will throw it up. Big Bolton in ruck against Millard. They've had a great duel, actually. Over to Ricky O'Toole, can't get it out. Big Julian Carr's in there, Bowman, Bolton, they're all in there. But the Inverleigh boys get it out towards Muir. It's probably too high for him, almost a good mark. And they come through now. No one can pick it up. It's again on the ground. Holian's in there, gets a nice handball out. Goes out to Mawson. Mawson to Chalice. Chalice over to Jennings. Jennings can see Ricky O'Toole on the flank. It doesn't bounce for him. Goes back onto the left boot now. It's beautifully smothered over there by, I think it was Hamer, might have been Gillett it was. Ball still in play here. It's picked up by Ling now. He can't get a handball. Out they come now. Great defence, boys. But unfortunately, it goes back over here, and it will go to
Neville. Neville to Johnson.
Then Neville into Johnson. Johnson comes into the middle of the ground. Off hands there, Sponner. Sponner with the ball. It was Braden comes forward looking for Lachlan. Lucas Murphy, Sponner. And he will take the mark. 20, probably 30 metres out from goal. And he didn't want to be on that angle. No, don't straighten me up, he said. I want to be where I am. I reckon he's lined him up with the netball post here. That umpire right there. I'm standing right behind him and he's lined him up with the middle of the behind post. Anyhow, Lachlan Spotter will kick from probably about 30 from goal, 45-degree angle. Improves the angle. Is it going to come back enough? Yes, it will be. That'll be Lachlan Spotter's first goal, and it will be...
As up it goes, big Millard in ruck again. Gets the tap out, roves his own ball again. He's been their best player, Millard. He's been fantastic. Yep. As out it comes now, comes over towards Garrard. Garrard has a nice little chip pass, and it'll be marked again in turn by the Inverleigh centre half forward. Can't pick it up at the moment. Oh, great mark, right in the teeth of goal there, 30 metres out.
I think it might be Perrott.
I think it is Lockie Perrott from here. He's about 30 to 35 metres out, almost directly in front. Got to allow for the wind. Can't allow it to push it into that right forward pocket, which has been doing most of the day.
Hopefully you learn from his previous guy's mistakes.
Yeah, he's had a couple of shots himself as well. So when he comes now, very deliberate, taking his time. That's the way you got to do it. The man on the mark will run in a little bit. He's given himself a bit of room. Perrott left boots it and it's gone absolutely nowhere near the goals. Middle of the points.
Belpost Hill, 12 goals 15 to Carraro, 3 goals 12. Expected that one. Bannockburn, 9 goals 12 to Thompson, 10-16.
Oh, blown it.
And Geelong West, 10-12. Belmont Lions, 8-8.
Oh, your old club there, Cal. As the ball's come back into play and gone out of the outer wing now for East Geelong, that was... Holly, and I think taking the ball forward, it's gone to the half-forward flank. Comes off hands was Bowman, gives over to Mawson. Mawson sees someone running back inside and goes in that direction. Coming out there was McHenry. Couldn't take the ball to ground. Picked up off hands and coming out there was Seed. He's played very well for Inverleigh too under that under-pressure back line today. He'll bring the ball out. Picked up there by Gillett.
This kid.
Gillett goes back into the middle of the ground, I think, looking for Bremner. Bremner picks the ball up. Can he muscle it forward? No, he can't. Great tackle there by East Geelong. Comes off hands. Chalice says, I'm not going down in that mud. Uses it by foot. Does very well too and gives it to Jennings. Jennings goes out in front of the club rooms. Gives KO a very good look at what's going on. He knows when to call time off. Bowman it might be bringing the ball back in looking for Parker. Parker, he bends over. He's another one that's looking a little bit tired as the day goes on, but he's gone very well. Comes off to Thomas. Thomas now runs through 50. Heads for goal. Is it going to go all the way? I think there might have been a hand on it. Indeed there was. The 6 or 7 he did in the first quarter were horrible. Comes up to the middle of the ground, goes to a 2-on-1 contest, probably not the greatest thing to do. Gillett's going to need to do a lot of work here against Johnson, but Johnson gets the ball away. Comes off hands. Little give there to Chalice. I think that might have been. He's going to go wide, and he is going to find Josh Bowman deep in the pocket right on the boundary line, about 40 metres around. Comes back into the middle of the ground and finds Toby Stewart. He's going to come to the middle of the ground, and he is going to find Mawson. Too many unchecked players from Inverleigh. East Geelong just running wide here. Comes off hands Bremner. His ball is smothered. Comes then to Varsons. Gives by hand out wide. He finds Adam Muir, I think that might be, coming out wide in front of the scoring scoreboard position. Comes around off hands.
Great tackle. That's
Dylan
on the
Brown. Dylan Brown, yes, holding the ball right in front of us. Another young player for the Inverleigh side. Comes off hands.
Good recovery.
Neville with the ball. Beautiful work by Brown. Now he's back up again. Get on the ball. You can't.
Ball up last time.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you. That's the way. You can't call a bloke twice.
Well,
seconds holding the ball.
Well, he had prior opportunity the first time and he didn't have it the second time. So good umpiring.
So Ben Neville, great tackle twice, but couldn't do the job with the kick. He's going to do the ruck work now, though. The Winchelsea North Geelong score did not come through, Fred, but thanks for asking all the same. We know Cal's back as a work experience student, but he didn't miss
it on Alan.
He didn't miss the score. I think the game is running a little bit behind that one.
Said.
And it's good to know we've got a list of Grubby.
It is.
I can't believe me dad would want to know the Winchelsea North Geelong score.
Ball comes back in. Off hands, McHenry will get that one. Oh, Garrard taken high, I thought, as it slipped up over the top of his shoulder. Umpire says, I'll have a look. Give me another go.
Maybe it's time for a GDFL app, Andrew.
A GDFL app, you reckon? Are you just the man to make that for me, Cal?
Oh, I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but I thought someone would be some sort of IT professional around.
Up they go now. Oh, big punch away by the ruckman. He's gone into the ruck, the big fella. Comes down towards him. Bit of a trip there. It'll be a free kick.
I think Mawson's
I tell you what, he's hurt his leg too. Hopefully it's just a bump. He's down holding his leg. Hopefully it's just a knock and he'll be okay. But the free kick will go to Dean Muir. He puts it up towards the centre half forward position. Nobody home at the moment, but they all converge on it now. It's almost picked up there. No, it's not. It's back in the pack, and the umpire might have to say, give it to me, boys. Running the ruck at the moment. As up he goes. Doesn't quite get the tap out, though. It comes now towards the centre of the ground. East Geelong back in the van. They look over forward. Sponner. He's been pretty good all day, but he loses that one. Gets out of the pack there by
Kenyon.
I was going to say Trotter then, but you got him before me. And there's a free kick market all day. Gets onto that left boot. Puts it up towards the centre half forward position, and a very good mark by Wise. Wise goes for the handball, and puts his team under immense pressure, but they're going to get out of it. Comes back over here now. Inverleigh rushing forward, but it's a bad kick. It comes back out towards O'Toole. He can't get it. Good play by that boy in Perrott. He gets it over to Millard. Millard puts it up towards the forward position. No one can get it now. It's scrambly again. The defence will run it out of bounds, I would think, and they are scoreboard for me. What do they put us over here for? Yeah.
Ball comes back in the pocket now. Comes off hands. Oh, Cations couldn't bring the ball through. It's punched off hands around the boundary line. Garrard leading in the race for the ball there with Thomas. But the boundary line will be the victor about 2 o'clock, because I reckon that's when the lights came on. Up the ball comes. Over the back goes Wise. Comes to Sponner. He'll get the ball away. Oh, has a bounce. Good run and carry there by the East Geelong side. Through the middle of the ground by Alan Johnson. Ball goes forward, but there's no one home. The forward press worked against them there, and there was no one at home for East Geelong to take the ball away. Comes off hands and out of side. Here is Perrott. Perrott then turns, goes back into the middle of the ground and finds Bremner. Bremner in the glue pot, gets the kick away, looking for Millard, who will take the mark on the point. Oh, nearly plays on, but takes himself back. Goes back now, takes the kick, going out the outer side there, looking for one of the Muirs. I think it was. No, in fact, it was Garrard. Garrard goes for goal and misses. Unless there's a little whistle on play.
Yes, there is.
Was there? I think there might have been a little bit of effort behind the scenes. 35, 40 metres from goal. And it will take a pretty good kick, given how heavy that ball will have got here in the last few 10 minutes of this game. So Garrard, and he comes. Sends the ball. It's going to go across the face of goal. They fly. I think that's hit the post. Good pick by the umpire. Hit the behind post, and that will be out. Looking for options. Sends it out wide. He's looking for Jennings, but I think all you've done there, Ricky, is ball. He sees an option and comes back into the middle of the ground. Sees and finds McHenry. McHenry goes forward looking for and finding Dean Muir, who will possibly have a shot from goal from 50. It's going to be a very, very good kick with that heavy ball from there. 18 minutes gone in this last quarter. It won't be a long one because I reckon KO's a bit thirsty. He sends the ball into a lead from Millard. Can't take the mark. Hands crumbled under the pressure applied from the back. Oh, East Geelong player came in hard there. Play on, says the umpire. He's going to...
What else? But I won't say it on radio.
Up they go. No slander whatsoever when it's accurate, is it? Comes off hands. Comes to the bottom of the ground was McHenry. He can't get the ball away. Oh, players diving on this ball. Gee, they're getting tired out there now, and it is getting dark. It's very hard to see. Suzuki scoreboard.
All it off.
Up she goes. Bolton, I think, might have got that one down. Comes off hands. Gee, they're just forming. It's just a rugby maul forming every time the ball hits the ground. Can't get the ball.
I really would say no.
Up they go again. Wise. He will get the tap down for Inverleigh. Oh, slung out of the pack. I think might have been Cations. Sponner gets the ball. He gets it away. Can Inverleigh get a break? Comes to Mawson. Little give to O'Toole again. That position running round the back. Goes out further around the back line. Oh, horrible kick out wide off the side of the boot. He's going to find the bounce. I think it might be Neville. Wise will get the tap down. Comes off hands to Muir. Muir's on opportunity here. Oh, good work and great smother by Ben. But
All the credentials to be a very solid halfback flank for the rest of his career.
And it comes now. Low throw in and it's been punched back towards the boundary line. Billy Cations picks it up. Could have been out. It's definitely out now.
Unfortunately, next week they have to play Bellpost Hill.
Yeah, well, that won't be too easy, but hopefully there'll be East Geelong, as I say. They're not an eighth side. They could be. Up it goes now. Big Wise in ruck, probably gets a fist to it, but goes nowhere. Back to the pack. Mawson gets pushed in the back, hit in the head, tripped, holding the man, and still gets nothing. I can't believe they let that go. As out they come now. Nice little handball over there towards Johnson again. He's been terrific off the half back line, Johnson. Almost a good mark there for the Inverleigh side, but it comes out now. Out it comes, out towards Billy Cations on the wing, and he takes the mark. He's around on the right boot. Billy Cations out. He's got absolutely nothing to kick to, so he goes long. He's looking for Big Kenyon, but it just wasn't long enough. And intercepted, I couldn't read the number on that. Ben Neville, but I think it's Benjamin Neville down there in the back pocket. And he intercepted an easy one. In he comes now, little short pass, goes over there, and it goes over towards Jennings, wasn't it?
Jennings with the yellow boots.
Goes over towards O'Toole. That's Ricky, the coach, puts it up towards the wing position, but there's Inverleigh players everywhere, and Muir takes the mark now. Too far out to score, obviously he's on the wing position here at East Geelong Oval. Nowhere to go. There's just players everywhere. So he's finally seen Millard make a lead, and Millard gets in good position and takes a nice mark at centre half forward, about 70 metres out. He couldn't possibly have a shot from there. Looks like he's going to pass it. Now he does. Oh, it's going to be a good kick and a good mark for that. It's good defence by East Geelong as they punch the ball away. Chalice picks the ball up and gets slung to the ground. Ricky O'Toole picks up the crumbs and puts it over towards the half-back flank. There's one Inverleigh player, but Holian standing behind him takes a nice easy chest mark. Decides to run off and have a bounce. No, he didn't. He kicked it long. He's looking for Bowman, but his spotter comes in and almost takes the mark. Picked up now, goes back to... Oh, who's that over there? That's Bowman. He finally did get it. He read the play beautifully, ran to position well, gets on the left boot, puts it up towards Holian, who's run a mile here, but the ball's going to run over the line of that.
As the ball goes back into play. Oh, comes off hands. Carr does the roving, snaps it, can't get it to bend. And I think there's a fair chance that it would too. Ball was brought back into play by the Inverleigh side. Over the top it comes. Off hands. Picked up the ball there was Julian Carr, but he couldn't get it away. Comes off hands and head forward by Inverleigh. Wise flies, but he can't take the ball. Comes to Adam Muir. He gets it off hands there and finds Spiller. Spiller goes forward, and the mark is taken by Nathan Kenyon. He will have a kick from about 30 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle, and into this breeze, and they have not been successful in kicking a major since probably about the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. So Nathan Kenyon, in he comes. Kicks through that very truly. It's probably a good kick, but the line is off. Hasn't made the distance. It's a heavy ball, and the mark has been taken back there by Neville. He will come out wide, and he will find Chamberlain. Chamberlain, very solid. Another one that's come back into the side. It's a very, very solid addition for the East Geelong side. Comes off hands. Kenyon with the ball on a bit of pressure. Gets it away. Comes out the back there and it's found by Perrott. Perrott goes short, inboard, finds Dean Muir. He's going to drive the ball long, but there's nobody at home, is there? Oh, nearly could have ran onto it was Ansell, but he couldn't get there in the end. Haven't seen much of him in the second half of the game. Comes to Cations. He can't get the ball away. Oh, solid tackle again to Spiller. Can't get the ball away. In fact, he spilled it. Comes out to Cations again. Back again by hand. The big kick off one step there by Bremner. Goes out of... I think Grubby's gone to try and do his own round the grounds for Geelong West. God, he's a solid performer, the Grubby.
He's fantastic.
He is. He's got all the O's going. The Lamington eating was fantastic. Comes off hands to Perrott now. Millard with the ball. Half forward flank. He's going to do a run himself. Oh, chips again. Kick long, son. Kick long, but he fine Muir. Good solid mark there by Adam Muir. He hasn't been disgraced either today. He's been in a lot of the contest, and he will has marked the ball. He will kick from 40. And again, I would, if I was Reece Millard, I'd be standing at the point of the goal square because I do not think this ball will carry one iota.
They've only kicked three behind since half time, unfortunately.
Correct.
So it's just not enough.
It's been a long, long afternoon as it gets darker and darker. So when he comes, Adam Muir. Oh, that's a good kick. I tell you what, won't make the distance. Yes, he will.
As soon as you say that, it's a certain goal.
It's a certain goal. Adam Muir kicks his first goal for...
Man, we need those lights that I can see up the road at Cadinia Creek as over they come. Ricky O'Toole almost throws it out.
That was a throw.
He throws it out to his teammate, but it's picked up there by Perrott. Perrott onto the left boot. He's looking further afield. Finds his little teammate there in Garrard, I think it was. He goes over to Muir. They're playing a lot better now, but it's the wrong end of the game, boys. Muir puts it in towards full forward. It's East Geelong. All East Geelong as they punch it out. The crumb's picked up by Kenyon now. Gets onto the right boot. He sees a little Billy Cations there. Can't quite hit him on the chest. And the defence come out with a football now, and East Geelong. There's a free kick being paid. Looks like he paid a throw out there. Probably too dark to go against the umpire, that one, Andrew. We'll give him that, and Billy Cations will take the resultant free kick. So there's a little chip pass over to Gillett, and Gillett's been really good all day, little fella. On the left boot, it's almost a good kick, but a big good interception, and now O'Toole gets a quick boot to the ball. It'll go back to Gillett. See what he does here. He gets around one, gets a handball over, comes back over now to Muir. Muir puts in a big right boot. It goes into the teeth of the goal square. Almost a mark down there. Snapshot for goal from the boundary line. Could be a miracle goal, but no, it's a big mark. Millard not paid and kicks it through the goal on the goal line. What a magnificent play.
There as it is here.
Oh, they'll have to call the game off. We've got half an hour to go.
Up she goes. Yes.
Joshy Mullen.
Yes, I'm sorry, Reece. You're not allowed to pop your hand on someone's neck.
What is going on here?
Oh, comes off hands. It was Molan who's gone into the middle. They're all having a turn in the ruck now. Comes out the back there now. And that will be Perrott who will send the ball back into attack for Inverleigh. They're moving the ball so much better in these last 5 minutes. They're only doing it all day. Unfortunately, that's KO siren. And that will be the final score. East Geelong will run out winners. 12 goals, 16. Inverleigh, 3 goals, 9.